If you want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. Multiple cheerleading coaches in South Carolina, including a coach who recently offed himself, abused at least 6 boys and girls and provided them with drugs and alcohol. A quote, coven of sexual predators surrounded rock star cheer of Greenville for more than a decade, according to one of the lawyers for the alleged victims. Attorney Makari Sellers contends that what happened is a result of some kind of institutional failure seen in the case of Larry Nazar, the former U.S. gymnastics and Michigan State University doctor who is now serving a minimum of 40 years in prison after admitting that he went after some of the nation's top gymnasts for years. A lawsuit was filed Thursday by 4 girls and 2 boys who stated that they were abused by Scott Foster and others affiliated with Rockstar Gym. It was also suggested that there could be upwards of more than 100 more survivors of said abuse. Quote, Scott Foster and his allies did their best to intimidate and isolate their targets, making these young people feel alone and somehow responsible. Well, they're not alone anymore. Foster, age 49, was recently found deceased in a car at a skate park on August 22nd. He offed himself with a weapon. Quote, he knew that this was going to be a moment when the light was going to be shined on what I think will turn out to be a coven of predators. A number of people either knew Foster was going after the students and ignored it, or didn't have rules and procedures in place to stop it from taking place. Foster and the other coaches not named in the lawsuit had instances with the cheer students, sent and asked for explicit photos over social media, gave them alcohol and marijuana at their homes and in hotel rooms at cheer competitions, and warned them to not tell anyone about it. We have video of Scott Foster on Snapchat with a beer bong drinking with his underage cheerleaders. The suit also names Varsity Brands, which runs cheerleading competitions, the United States All-Star Federation, which is an organization and governing body for competitive cheerleading across the country, Band Capital, which bought Varsity back in 2018, among others. State and federal police are investigating Foster's Rockstar Cheer and other cheerleading outlets, seizing computers, cell phones, and other evidence. Several state and federal agencies have refused to tell news outlets whether those individuals are involved. Foster's wife, Kathy, promised to cooperate with all involved to make sure athletes can safely learn and grow. Quote, I am heartbroken by recent allegations made by current and former athletes from Rockstar Cheer and other cheer gyms across the community. She also stated that I hope that the survivors are seeking and receiving the support that they need. I am sympathetic to their stories. Varsity Brands president Bill Seeley called the accusations devastating. Our hearts are broken right alongside yours. The alleged conduct runs counter to everything the cheer and dance community is intended to represent. Band Capital did not return or state any comments. Rockstar Cheer's name is on more than a dozen gyms in South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Arizona. One of the gyms stated that in a statement this week that they had no connection with Foster and would be dropping the Rockstar brand name. Foster opened his Greenville gym in 2007, according to the website. So let me just let a lot of parents know this, right? The reason why adults like this can do things like this is because a lot of your children out here are seeking attention from the wrong sources. A lot of parents think that they are parents, but they're not really parents. They're not really there for their kids. And because those kids are not getting the love, attention, and affection that they need from you, they're going to sit up there and seek that from somebody else. A lot of these adults that are predators, they can easily spot who your kids are. Just like some dudes out here can easily spot if a young girl or if a grown woman has had a father in her life or not, if she has male protectors in her life or not. They can pick out easy targets. That's the same exact thing that these coaches do. These are grown adults. And they specifically are using the power. Like I told y'all before, every single time y'all do this, you are giving over your pride directly over to another adult to hopefully do the right thing by you. You're giving all of this false hope, all of this false belief directly into these individuals. And they have all access to your kids. They can become their best friends. They can share stories. Oh yeah, I was just like you, and I went through this and all this other type of stuff. It's like, hey, it was cool with me. Don't worry, I won't tell your parents. You can sit up there and drink this. And you can sit up there and try this. And you can do this. Don't worry, it's a safe space. I'm not going to say anything. I'm your friend. I'm your coach. It's cool, right? That's what they do. That's what they do. And this is how easy it is for a lot of these predators to get in touch with a lot of your kids, because a lot of y'all do not like talking to your kids. At the end of the day, just as much as it's the fault of those coaches who are grown adults, it's your fault as well. It is your fault as well. Because if you are a better parent, if you are actually there for your kids, instead of just being in and out of the house, instead of just surfing around, being so much engulfed and worried about just your life, maybe things like this wouldn't take place. But because you got a lot of parents out here that aren't parents, because you got a lot of parents out here that actually resent having kids, and that's not even the kid's fault. Nobody told you to lie down with another human being and come together and formulate this child. So now, because of how it is that you feel and you want to live your best life and all this other type of stuff, now your kids got to suffer for that. Now they're going to have forever scars because you decided that you didn't really want to be a parent. Like I said, this is why I stated over and over and over again, a lot of y'all don't even need kids. This is why I agree with exactly what Young Thug sat up there and stated. If you broke, don't have kids. And I had people try to rally against me when Young Thug stated that. When I sat up there and stated a variety of reasons, like I said before, if you are not at the moment in time able to specifically benefit that child, because let me explain this to a lot of parents. I'm not sure if you really fucking understand this, right? Once you have a child, your life is no longer your life. Life is not motherfucking about you. It's about those kids. And that's why a lot of y'all out here are sitting up there failing these kids. And that's why a lot of these kids are going through a lot of this abuse within the Catholic Church, within a lot of these Olympic and these cheerleading organizations. Because you lack the necessary tools to actually be a fucking parent. So because you're a fuck up, you just sat up there and fucked up your kid's life. Good job. Good job. Excellent job. You are one hell of a parent. Have more kids. Just keep having more kids. And y'all wonder why it is that I say the things that I say on this platform. That's because a lot of y'all do not fucking listen. And y'all always want to sit up there and put the blame on somebody else. You're the parent. You're supposed to be the protector. You're supposed to be doing the right things. You're supposed to be looking out for the best interest of your child. But yet again, y'all can't. Somehow, some way, y'all just keep fucking up. And I don't understand it. And the kids have to sit up there and suffer from it. And the only thing that you can sit up there and do is console them. It's going to be all right. We're going to get you some therapy. They're going to need more than therapy. Because of everything that took place, they're going to become drug addicts. They're going to become alcoholics. They're going to be ultra hypersexualized and promiscuous. Some of them, to the later extent, they might end up taking their own lives because they don't know how to specifically deal with what took place. Because the main people that were supposed to protect them did not fucking protect them. Like I said, stop going out here and having kids randomly. Stop doing it. I've uncovered too many stories due to the fact of you have people wanting to be out here. Oh, let me just do whatever it is that I want to do. Let me just leave my kids here. Let me just leave my kids there. Let me leave my kids everywhere. And then things like this happen. And then you want to boo-hoo-hoo cry and you want to sit up there and blame it on somebody else and act like you're innocent. No, you're just as fault as that other person. That's what I'm going to start doing in a lot of these stories. And I don't give a fuck if people don't like it, because like I said, it is what it is. If you don't like what the fuck I'm saying, change the shit that's fucking happening or shut the fuck up. That's it. Those are only two choices that you got. Don't complain in the comment section when I'm generalizing about these stories. If you feel some type of way and you a fucking parent, make sure you're fucking doing your job and talk to your fucking kids every single day. Do that. Actually be a fucking parent for once. Make sure that you know who your kids' friends are, who the adults are that are over those kids. Make sure you know the adults at the motherfucking school by the first name. Make sure you know the coaches and the after school coaches. Make sure you know the parents that's going to be chaperoning your kids, at school dances or wherever it is. Make sure you know all of that shit. That's what a parent is supposed to do. But like I said, y'all not really fucking parents. Y'all just children with adult fucking responsibilities in an adult body, playing the role as an adult. Like I said, a lot of y'all ain't shit. That's why a lot of y'all do not need to have fucking kids. I don't know how many times I got to keep doing stories like this time and time and time and time again. And also for anybody that's going to complain in the comment section about me cussing in the videos, go fuck yourself. Unsubscribe, go fuck yourself, turn off the notification bell, and make sure you sit up there and block this platform, because I don't need you trying to dictate to me how it is that I need to feel or speak when it comes to stories like this. You can go fuck off somewhere. You, your family, the guy that you're rolling on, and the horse, all of y'all can go fuck off on a bridge somewhere. Go fly off a cliff. I can give a fuck less. Because it's a shame that me as a content creator, I have more energy and passion towards these subjects versus a lot of parents that actually have kids. I should realistically, whenever I do these stories, I should see all of y'all sitting up there rolling up and leaving comments. But I don't. Because what a lot of y'all are going to do, y'all going to wait up until this hits your front door, and it's going to be too late. It's going to be fucking too late. And guess what? Nobody's going to fucking care. Because everybody's like, well, it didn't happen to my kids, so I'm not going to sit up there and worry about it. You're right. You're right. It didn't happen to your kids yet. It's going to happen by way of a boyfriend, a father, stepfather, cousin, uncle. It might even be an aunt or their grandmother. It might be some stranger on the street, whatever it is. It might be a coach. It might be a teacher. Like I said before, you want to sit up there and gamble with your kid's life, go fucking ahead. But I don't want to sit up there and see no crying and hear no tears when the same shit happens that you said that you didn't care about. Like I said, I keep telling y'all to stop saying that dumbass shit, because it's only a matter of time before you sit up there and put the bullet and roll that chamber and it fires, and there you go. Now it's a oops. I didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen. Like I said, some of y'all want to sit up there and win big the stupidest ways. Here you go. Here you go. Sit up there, play Russian roulette if you want to, and sit up there and win big at the cost of your child's life. Whatever, though.